What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you step by step how to calculate the expected return on your portfolio, and for this example I've made a very simple model for you to follow along. So in order to calculate the expected portfolio return, there are three things that we first need to know. The first one is we need to know the probability of each state of economy. You can see here I have bull, average, bear, and crash scenarios listed, and you can list whatever you want for these. Let's change it a little bit. Let's say there's a 35% chance, I think, of a bull market and a 25% chance of an average market happening. We'll say there's a 35% chance of a bear market and then a 5% chance of a crash. So the next thing I need to know is the potential returns of each of the stocks in my portfolio depending on the state of the economy. And you can see I've already listed out. So for example, we'll say for Apple, if there's a bull market, we can expect Apple to go up by about 22%. But if there is a crash, we can expect Apple to go down by about 15%. Same thing for Verizon and Coca-Cola. So let's say for Coca-Cola, if we are in a bear market, we can see we are expecting a negative 1% decrease in our Coca-Cola stock. For Verizon, in an average state of economy, we can expect about a 4% increase. And the last thing that we need to know is our portfolio's allocation. I have 40% of my capital in Apple, 30% in Verizon, and 30% in Coca-Cola. And based off of this, we can calculate our stock's expected returns and our expected portfolio return. So let's go ahead and calculate the expected returns of each of the stocks in our portfolio. And in order to do this, we are going to multiply the probability of state of economy times the possible return for that stock. So for Apple, we're going to do an equal sign, and we're going to say we're going to take the 35% and multiply it by the 22%. We'll close off this parentheses, and then we are going to add the next one, which is 25%, and we're going to multiply that by the 10%, and then we'll close off this parentheses and add, and we'll keep moving forth just like this. So it's a fairly simple formula. And I'll hit enter. And you can see based off of this, we have an expected return for Apple of 9.45%. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for Verizon and Coca-Cola. So I'm going to go ahead and jump forward and do that now. Okay, so you can see I have jumped forward and I have calculated the expected return for Verizon and Coca-Cola using the exact same formula as I did for Apple. So now we're ready to calculate our expected portfolio return. So let's come down here and we're going to add an equal sign. And essentially all we need to do is we are going to take the expected return of Apple and we are going to multiply this by Apple's portfolio allocation. And we'll close off this parentheses, and we're going to do a plus sign, and we're going to do the same thing for the other stocks in our portfolio. So we'll take Verizon's expected return, and we'll multiply it by its portfolio allocation, and then we'll add an add sign, and we will do the same thing for Coca-Cola. And now that I have this formula, I can hit enter, and we can now see the expected portfolio return for a portfolio with Apple, Verizon, and Coca-Cola based on our assumptions. So there you have it. That is how you calculate the expected portfolio return. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.